Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Meta Talk, where we'll be discussing multilateral financial instruments as part of our hybrid MW 2020.
The EU immediate response was really support to partner countries in coping with the emergency health needs, but also to mitigate the social impact of the pandemic through grants, urgent health equipment, creating more fiscal space, but also private sector support to address especially the liquidity and the financial situation. We intend to build on the external dimension of the priorities of our Commission, such as the Green Deal, opportunities created by the digital transition, and third priority, an economy that works for people. It's also, more attention to reduce inequalities, to deliver on decent jobs, especially for young and the women. Let's use the pandemic not only as a threat, but also as an opportunity to build back better.
Of course, has unique development challenges, but also opportunities. A lot of work being done. Even the coordination among each other is important, and also the work closely with governments and the private sector to ensure that we are basically implementing and pushing forward the right development and reform programs needed to unlock some of the opportunities and to create the jobs needed, for the population.
This has been really a very important response that we've designed to both provide liquidity support to our existing clients for up to 4 billion euros in terms of short-term liquidity or working capital needs, vital infrastructure support program, where basically we were answering to funding funding needs for essential public investments.
And clearly, EIB is also trying to support private sector stakeholders in the context of the Team Europe initiative through 3 different types of instruments. The first one is for small businesses through intermediaries. The second one is direct financing of large companies. And the third one is to try to attract private sector investors to build large infrastructure through PPPs and project finance deals.
We focus on making public and private finance work for the poor in the world's 47 least developed countries and developing countries. So we have a very specific focus on the South. We have a capital mandate and instruments that we offer to our clients in the last mile finance with the objective of unlocking public and private resources, especially at the domestic level, to reduce poverty and support local economic development. We work on systematically identifying and encouraging productive and catalytic investments in the developing countries. The second is how we can strengthen the SME sector to make them bankable and investment ready. And the third is how can we support to unlock the domestic finance as well as international commercial finance for public and private investments that are revenue generating, but at the same time have a transformative impact and measurable impact on the local economy, such as on climate change, women's economic empowerment, and resilience.
The European Union in general is supporting its neighbors either in the southern part or the eastern neighbors through different tools or instruments. And one of these tools is the European Neighborhood Instrument, biggest, largest funding programs within the cross-border cooperation, which is related to the Mediterranean basin. Under this program, we have financed more than 64 projects, and these 64 projects were worked very closely, especially with the youth and with the women.
I would like to thank our speakers for being with us today.